Black has been the weakest color in Legacy since Oro, by itself, obsoleted removal that doesn't exile or at least have a different mode. And Prismatic Ending has made the necessity of Abrupt Decay, well, unnecessary. Green got all kinds of new powerful toys like Minsk and Boo and Endurance to solidify them as the third or fourth color alongside of the base blue cantrips and white removal in fair mid-range and control decks. Black was relegated to mostly Dark Ritual based combo decks. If someone played a land that produced black mana against you, the game was likely to end fast. We may be reaching an end to that era. Enter Orcish Bowmasters. When Orcish Bowmasters enters the battlefield, and whenever an opponent draws a card except for the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, Orcish Bowmasters deals 1 damage to any target. Then, amass Orcs 1. There is a ton going on with this card that is not obvious at first glance. First off, it triggers on ETB. Instant value to make an Orc army and ping any target. This card is truly never dead. There are several 1 toughness targets in Legacy that we're happy to hit for 1 damage. But let's dive further into the nuances you might miss. The real meat on this card. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys! Whenever an opponent draws a card, except for the first card that they draw during their draw step, Orcish Bowmasters deals 1 damage, then amass Orcs 1. Excuse me, wait, this card has Flash too? Name 1 tier 3 or higher deck that you wouldn't love to have this card on your side of the battlefield against. Could you imagine flashing this onto the battlefield in response to a brainstorm? Pew, pew, pew! That's 3 damage. And a 3/3? You spent 2 mana to cast Arc Lightning and a Hill Giant. Imagine playing this card against 8 cast. The cast part of that deck just is cards that read, draw 2 cards. And then there are the baubles. And look, this deck is definitely going to try and play the One Ring too. Bowmasters, it's good against every blue deck in the format. Reanimator? You better not be trying to draw cards with Grizzlebrand while I have 2 mana open. You'll take 8 and I'll amass an 8/8 Orc. Enter the battlefield. Don't forget it. You could even just kill Grizzlebrand. That's if a life loss of 15 didn't just end the game right there. And don't even think about flashing back that Echo of Eons. Dome you for 8 and put 8 power onto the board at 2 mana, instant speed. Although you could just play Bowmasters and LED and Echo of Eons in the same deck and kill your opponent that way. And God forbid, your opponent is on Elves and casts Glimpse of Nature. Wait, aren't all Elves 1/1s? Pew, 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 pew. Pretty amazing, right? And also, Orcish Bowmasters are not legendary. You can have 2 of them in play, or have 1 in play and your opponent is thinking to themselves, you know what, I've just got to power through this and find an answer. I'm going to brainstorm. Then you flash in the extra Bowmaster, deal 7 damage, and make a 7/7. And we haven't even talked about the implications this has in combat as a trick. Let's say your opponent flashes in Endurance to block your Delver. Delver might die, but the Bowmasters can ping the Endurance to finish it off, and you maintain your board presence. Are you being attacked by a 2/2? Flash into Bowmasters, ping the 2/2, and block with the Orc army. Just make sure not to play your Bowmasters first in a Bowmasters mirror. Orcish Bowmasters is going to put black back on the map. It's the best card in Legacy printed since Modern Horizons 2, and you can quote me on that. If you found value here, please consider subscribing to the channel, and possibly joining us on Patreon. Thanks so much.